Hi, I'm Anita Potter from Anita Potter Productions, and today we're going to start a brand new mixing series. Now, this track is by an artist called Elena Blair, and it's titled Love It or Leave It. These tracks are, I believe, only available within the Produce Like a Pro Academy. So if you're a member of the Academy, you can go download these tracks and follow along. Or if you're not, you can go and join if you want to. No pressure. But you can follow along and you can apply techniques to your own mixes. So I've already gone ahead and pre-done the routing and color coding. Got rid of tracks that I'm not using. I have also muted all of the drum samples that are included with the tracks. And I went ahead and gain staged some of these things down because they were super loud, especially these explosions. And I'm also going to go ahead before we get started and select all of these and control left click deselect the folder, the buses, because I don't want to mess with the buses volumes. I just want to take the track volumes down by 5 dB because this is super loud. And we could do it all in one shot. What I did was hover over the mixer panel and press Control A to select all the tracks. And now I'm hitting Control left click to remove the I'm going to leave that one selected. That's by itself. Remove the buses from the selection. With Control left click. And that should be all of them. And wherever one's selected, you can just do this all in one shot. Right click on the volume fader and a box will pop up. I'm going to change this dB to -5. And it took all of those faders down that are selected. You don't have to go through and do it individually. That will speed up your workflow tremendously. Let me double check to make sure my buses didn't get messed with. You know how accidents happen. Okay, those seem fine. Keys, electric guitar, acoustic, bass, percussives, and drums. So it's all well and fine. Let's go and scroll back over to the left here on my mixer panel. And we're going to press play, and I'm going to do a quick rough to get all the balances and the panning. There are a couple of exceptions. There are several tracks that have a left and right. The addictive drums, all of the drums are programmed drums. So we'll try to treat those like, I usually try to treat those like I treat a regular kit. But it has a left and right, so I'm not sure if I want to pan them full left and right yet. There's also a couple of tracks that are left and right stereo tracks of tambourine and shaker that I am probably just going to just get rid of one of them. There's no need to turn those into a stereo track because I want to be able to pan them independently without anything going haywire. So we're going to give it a listen, and I'm going to get a rough balance.
I've been waiting around for too damn long, watching you chase your tail. It's the same old story, getting boring, and this love is getting stale. You say what you want, say what you need, well you keep looking for more. It's getting about that time where I say goodbye, kick your ass right out the door. 'Cause your lips are torn. She's a pretty little thing that loves her mama, but you met her at the candy store. And I saw you checking out her legs as she walked through the door. And I watched and I let you go as I played you like a toy. 'Cause I know you're nothing but a good for nothing, lazy little mama's boy. 'Cause your lips are talking, but your feet don't do no walking. Well, I just don't think you understand. Sick of your maybes, baby. You think I'm gonna keep waiting? Why can't you just be a man? Whoa, you can love it, believe it, you better believe it. Had enough of your games, and I don't need this. Not the only man left in this town. Whoa, you can love it, believe it, can't be between it. Yeah, I said it, hell yeah, I mean it. Crazy if you think I'm sticking around. Oh, love it or leave it, the last you'll see of me. Love it or leave it, baby, I ain't losing sleep. Love it or leave it, the last you'll see of me. Love it or leave it, baby, I ain't losing sleep. So you can love it, believe it, you better believe it. Had enough of your games, and I don't need this. Not the only man left in this town. Whoa, you can love it, believe it, can't be between it. Yeah, I said it, hell yeah, I mean it. Crazy if you think I'm sticking around. Love it, believe it, you better believe it. Had enough of your games, and I don't need this. Not the only man left in this town. Whoa, you can love it, believe it, can't be between it. Yeah, I said it, hell yeah, I mean it. Crazy if you think I'm sticking around. Love it or leave it, the last you'll see of me. Love it or leave it, baby, I ain't losing sleep. Love it or leave it, the last you'll see of me. Love it or leave it, baby, I ain't losing sleep.
Okay. Some of that I probably have to readjust. I went ahead and muted the right shaker and the right tambourine because, well, I don't really need them at all. So we'll get rid of those tracks here when we get down to it. It's just those explosion section is still really loud. And it's like I like exciting tracks, but that's just a little too like exciting. So I'm going to, let's see. Oh, you know what? Pan this back to the left. Let's see, what was it? What did I have it set? 22. Just go ahead and 30. And that's only just a little right. So, well, I don't know if I want that track. So I'm going to mute this one, the smaller of the tracks. And I probably don't need two of those explosion tracks. So I'm going to mute one. And I forgot to set my timer. That's fine. How long have I been going? 9 minutes. I'll keep track of it on my OBS screen. Because what I want to do is do these in 20-minute blocks. So I'm going to double check. Shaker needs to be, I don't even think there is a hi-hat on this. So I'm going to move the shaker about 20 left, and then the tambourine 20 right. And the bass is down the middle. Acoustic guitars. I didn't quite get to all the electric guitars. Lead 2. Why is that right there? I don't understand that track. But I'll just leave this one, lead 2, in the middle for right now until I figure out what I want to do with them within the context of the song. Yeah, because that probably should be up with that track there. So we might just like slice this bit out and move it up when we get to the guitars. But right now we're going to focus on the drums. So I'm going to set the drums in solo. They are just, what do you call it? We're going to work on the programmed drums. I want to hear these two. So I'm going to unsolo that bus track and like listen to this one here. Seems to just be a kick for a little while. There's a tambourine in that track. That's a little confusing. Now if I... I'm wondering if that tambourine track is the same. I don't think so. Let me solo this too. Back up a little for 1 second. No. Okay, I was just trying to double check to see if that tambourine was the same as the tambourine that's in the that drum track. I may take these and turn them into stereo files, so I'm going to double click on each of those because there's no sense in having two tracks. Oh, oops. Actions. Stereo track. And there it is. And then I could just delete that one. So I don't need it. This is already panned left, hard left and right. It just saves on track count. When you have a computer that's less than stellar, if you can get away with turning left and right tracks into stereo tracks, you can still pan them independently. I have this set to dual pan. That way, if I wanted to, I can control what each side is doing. So, I'm going to go back and re-solo the drums. Let me double check these. Let's see. I don't need to mute this one. So I'm gonna move these muted tracks down. Oops, so I don't like have them getting in my way while I work. I'll put them above the drum samples. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna need those samples or not, but we'll see. That explosion is still really loud, so I'm gonna gain this one down just a little bit more. Okay, that I think I can deal with. All right, so what I need to do is treat this as a 2-track. I'm gonna hit my FX button and I'm gonna add an EQ. But, you know, I'm just going to use, I'm not going to use all stock plugins on this one like I did the last one. I want to use the plugins that I have available to me. Most of them are free plugins. I have a few that are ones that I purchased. So, and I have some already routed to their own little folders that I created. And I'm going to hit EQ. And I'm going to choose one. Let's see. Let's look at QRange. I want this one. And I'll leave a link in the description below for this plugin. This is a free plugin. Close that window, and then I'm gonna tick this little tack box so it doesn't disappear. And I'm going to solo this section again and press play. Oops, that's the wrong one. Actually, let's see. Okay. Wiped off the thing. I'm not sure if I want this EQ or not. I can't seem to adjust the slope of the curve, and the Q is driving me crazy, so I don't know what it's doing. I think it's just not doing much. I just wish I could change that. Oh, you know what? There it is. Oh, it is at 12. Okay. Learn something new every day. All right, let's, like, put the cue back to where it was. And play again. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to select 5 here, and I'm going to change it to around 300. And I'm going to play, and we'll see if it needs to... to that point where okay, there are no cymbals or hi-hat in that 2-track. Actually, there's a hi-hat, but there's no cymbals. It's just hi-hat and tambourine in this track. The cymbals are, I guess, separated. So we'll treat those differently. I don't think the high end on this track is too harsh, but we'll figure that out when we start mixing some more. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this plugin real quick. Let me untick it. I hate that when that happens. I don't know why that makes it disappear. And that's as far as we got today. Was just trying to establish this. We'll keep working on it every week. 20 minutes. I'll usually mix for like an hour or so with a couple of breaks in between, but for the purpose of teaching, 20 minutes is long enough. So I'm looking forward to hearing any suggestions you guys have about this track along the way. I'll leave links in the description below on the video on importing tracks, setting it up, color coding, all that fun stuff. And the link to that plugin, the QRange. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.